On August 31st, 2011, DC launched a new title called The New 52, and this title took several of the characters that we already knew and changed them in new and different ways. Hi, this is Rant and Robin, and today we're going to talk about changes to the Batman universe in New 52. The first title released was the Justice League. According to the Justice League, superheroes had only been around for about 5 years, with both Batman and Superman being pursued by the police at the start of their careers. One big change that DC made with the New 52 lineup was relocating Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown to different areas in the DC timeline. Stephanie Brown originally originated in the 1990s as the daughter of Cluemaster and became the vigilante known as Spoiler. She played a large role in the Robin series at the time, even taking over for Tim Drake when he was briefly retired, right before the War Games saga. In the New 52, Stephanie Brown did not show up until Batman issue 28 and ended up playing a large role in the Batman Eternal saga. Originally, Cassandra Cain became Batgirl during the No Man's Land saga. Helena Bertinelli, who was better known as the Huntress, had been parading around in a Batgirl suit, and when she stopped wearing the suit, Cassandra Cain took it and became the Batgirl of the 90s. She was often a silent and mute Batgirl until somewhere around the Fugitive Bruce Wayne saga. In the New 52, Cassandra Cain did not show up until the Futures End Batgirl saga, in which she was part of the Batgirl League, run by a Barbara Gordon who was injected with venom and was almost Bane-like. Now let's touch on some of the sagas that played a pivotal role in the New 52 lineup. First, we're going to start with Batman: A Death in the Family, which was referenced several times in some of the Joker sagas when Joker referenced killing Jason Todd, so that we knew that this saga had gone over and was still part of the New 52 historical timeline. Few people know that originally Jason Todd had red hair, but dyed his hair dark brown or black to mimic Dick Grayson so that he would not look any different when he was in the Robin suit. Of course, in every New 52 scene or panel that I can find, it appears that Jason Todd has dark hair, possibly reddish-brown, but it appears to be mostly dark. Tim Drake, who was the Robin of the 1990s, originally wore a green and red suit, which was mimicked in the Batman the Animated series. In New 52, Tim Drake underwent several changes. In fact, for starters, the name Tim Drake turns out to be an alias of some other name that we don't know what it is, and he started out as Red Robin. He was never just Robin, even when he was wearing a red suit with an R on it. Dick Grayson never wore the red and green short shorts outfit as most people have nicknamed it. Instead, he wore a red and green outfit that was very reminiscent but a modernized version of the outfit that was worn in the Batman the Animated series and by Tim Drake in the 1990s. The very disco-like outfit that Nightwing first wore when he quit being Robin and became Nightwing is not part of the New 52 lineup. Instead, Nightwing wore a slightly modernized red and blue outfit. To be honest, it reminds me of the 1990s Batman and Robin movie with George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell. In Dick Grayson's first issue of the Nightwing saga in New 52, Dick Grayson even makes reference to the fact that he was briefly Batman, giving a nod to all of us fans of the Dick Grayson Batman Reborn saga. In the Bane issue that came out for Villains Month, Bane makes reference to having broken the bat at one time, giving an allusion to one of my favorite sagas, Nightfall. In Nightfall, Bane breaks Batman's back so badly that Batman is unable to return to his crime-fighting career and even contemplates retiring before fully healing from his wounds. Late 90s, a virus and an earthquake destroyed Gotham City, turning it into a no man's land. Alternatively, when Hush starts an earthquake in Batman Eternal, the people seem unaware of what this could mean for Gotham, and unaware that Gotham's ever had an earthquake in the past, leading this one to believe, at least, that this saga probably never occurred. The Bruce Wayne murderer and fugitive saga is one that I am also not sure if it has occurred, but I tend to assume that since Cassandra Cain is not in the New 52 lineup yet, that this saga has probably also not occurred in this New 52 lineup. Most likely, since Stephanie Brown did not show up until issue 28, I have to assume that Batman War Games is not part of the New 52 lineup. Batman Death in the Family and Under the Red Hood have most likely occurred, as Jason Todd's death and return are both referenced in the New 52 lineup, although I'm betting that certain events were changed slightly. Alan Moore's Killing Joke is also part of the New 52 lineup, or so it seems, as Barbara Gordon references being shot by the Joker in her own home multiple times in her Batgirl saga flashbacks. DC has multiple parallel dimensions, or as they're called, alternate Earths in the multiverse. It is believed that New 52 takes place on what is called Earth Prime. Some people have wondered if the old pre-New 52 saga is actually still in effect, and they believe that it takes place on Earth 1, but it is hard to find that on any of the lists.